What up, what up? I'm G. I go by Clif, the super producer.
And I'm Waleed Coyote, and we just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
If it ain't one thing, it's a another. We trapped together, then it's my brother.
All right, so we got my boy G, Clif, the super producer, and Waleed jumping off the porch with us. Welcome, guys.
Respect. What's the word?
Man, I'm feeling good. How we feeling today?
Man, phenomenal.
Great.
Grateful to be here. Yeah, grateful to be
Back
super
again.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, G, back on the porch, second time. More than some rappers, man. More than your favorite rapper, probably, man.
That's funny.
And he doesn't even rap.
No, not at all.
For sure, man. So, you know, what brings everyone to Atlanta besides sitting down with us, man? We doing something else while we in the city, guys?
Tour, man. The tour is what brought us back to Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Been on the road the last year.
Last year?
Okay. Or really the last year and a half.
Okay.
But we'll get into that. But that's sort of the inspiration behind the tour.
Okay. And for people that don't know, the tour is, we're calling it a mix? Is it a playlist? Is it a mixtape? What exactly do we call the tour then?
With my loved ones and my close, confidants and associates, I call it an album, but technically it's a mix.
Okay.
It's a mix.
Yeah. Can we talk about how all of you guys came together? Like, have you guys been rocking with each other for a while? Is this kind of, you just reached out to them to help bring the tour to life, or?
All right, let me just run through it real quick and y'all can take over, speak to everything. Clif is a DJ. We're all DJs. Mm-hmm. Found Clif on Mixcloud years ago when we were doing the podcast. And the way he was putting his songs together, the sequence and the artists that he was using in his mixes spoke directly to me. I'm talking like 3-6, a lot of B-sides from certain artists that most fans wouldn't know. And I'm just like, yeah, it's like it's me DJing, and I'm in my head thinking like, yo, let's play this song. He plays this song right after, and it's like, this is wild. Waleed is actually a mentor of mine.
Okay.
Going back to my days in undergrad. I think I was his intern my senior year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 102 Jams, Greensboro. We did some really big things together, and he definitely played a role behind the scenes with the project. He actually recorded a couple intros and skits too. I think we're gonna use them in the Deluxe.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's how we all met, and then I can let them speak to more context on our relationships.
Okay. You can start with you, Clif.
Yeah. Man, really just posting on Mixcloud consistently. And you just never know who's on the internet listening to you. You just never know. So G reached out probably maybe 2022, around that time. And he just, was super genuine. He's like, yo, I like what you do, XYZ, let's collab on some ideas. And the rest is history. The rest is history. Like we've been going crazy ever since. So I'm super grateful to meet him, following me Waleed, and it's been dope ever since.
Okay. So you guys had been working together. You've been having to work.
Yeah, big time. I think one of our first mixes was around.
Was a good mix in 2020.
Yeah. So around that time. So, and that one went crazy. I think they're about 20K plays.
Oh wow.
20,000 plays, and then another one during Christmas time. It went crazy. Each collaboration has been really successful. So, it's like, hey, why stop now? And with the tour it's been, all right, this is the one. So it's been a lot more effort into it. There's been effort into previous mixes as well, but with this one, we've just been going extra crazy. So, it's time to really put not just the internet on, but the entire globe, and let them know what time it is.
No, absolutely, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Waleed, talk about your relationship with G, man.
G actually, like you said, came in the radio station when I was on air at 102 Jams. I was working every night, doing a night shift, and I owned a club in Greensboro at the time. And G was definitely a dynamic young man at the time, real active in student government, real active in kind of being an advocate and a person that's going to be big into music because he loved music so much. And definitely him and me, we had a lot of great conversations throughout the time. And he actually motivated me on this gym tour music that he's doing, getting health and wealth together, creating something that is going to spawn into something even bigger as far as vision-wise. Mm-hmm. And so, when I was on radio, he just graduated right after, and then we kept in contact, and I left the radio station, went to work with Empire and, Platinum Records. Shout out to Nasty and everybody else that we got a chance to, work with along the way. G and me kept in contact. he had this idea for this brunch before people were doing brunches, which was dope. We're talking about a long time ago, maybe about 10 years ago, maybe. I don't know exactly I don't know exactly if it was 10, but somewhere around that time. And after that, just seeing how dedicated he is to the gym, and then I started figuring out, you know what, we could really collabo on the next level with athletes. You know, athletes are rappers, athletes are singers, athletes do a lot, but there's going to be a lot more that we're going to be able to introduce to the marketplace.
Yeah.
So it's pretty dope, man, you know, to watch somebody just grow and develop and you just grow with them.
Yeah, I feel like that might be an untapped market too. I don't know too many people that are that are getting into that side of the.
Oh, trust me, yeah. So that's the thing that we pride ourselves on. I love being in an untapped place. I love being and doing things that nobody else does at the time. And then it becomes, you know, common after you figure it out. And after you discover it, everybody's going to jump on it. So
Of course, yeah.
it's going to be dope, you know.
Yeah. So, G, talk about, you know, what was the inspiration for the tour? How'd you come up with this, man?
Living on the road. That was the first thing, right? With COVID pushing everybody into that remote posture in my space, my professional space, I began to live in LA. And wherever I was constantly like finding local gyms and working out. And the Mixcloud app, the Clif reference, how we ended up connecting, I've always kind of had on my phone since like 2018.
Okay.
And as a DJ, like mixes to me get me more amped than like a set playlist does.
Yeah.
Just based off of how the music flows. So, you know, when I'm in the gym, I'm constantly leveraging Mixcloud for listening to the mixes to get me through my workouts. And that's how I ultimately discovered Clif.
Okay.
Clif being from South Carolina, Waleed being from North Carolina, when we go on to A&T, between 06 and 2010, I kind of get into the South right as like that Trillion T wave is popping off, right as Wayne is becoming like, or distinguishing himself as a solo artist and possibly one of the best MCs ever at the time. And the culture was just, it was going crazy. And a lot of what you notice, if you listen to you listen to the tape, Haze.
Of course, yeah.
A lot of that music has been peppered in. And when you look at what's going on now in music, a lot of that music is being remade. So, wow.
No, that's a very good point, because that's what's hot these days.
Yeah.
Is people just remaking these classics that we grew up listening to.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Juicy J and DJ Paul.
Man, they is killing it right now.
What?
Juicy
It's always being remade.
Yeah.
He's like, keep sampling my records because I'm getting a check every day for this, man.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah, but that's how, you know, the tape came about, the direction the tape was going in, and like the name of the tape. And I also love the tour. R.I.P. to Rich Homie Quan. Shout out to Young Thug. Like, that's one of my favorite, you know, mixtapes ever.
Oh, yeah. It's a classic, man.
Yeah.
I did want to ask if that was kind of some inspiration on it, too. But
What? Of course. Like, of course. I got to Atlanta in 2014. Right when that was popping off. So I remember that whole wave, like, organically, and how big it was.
Yeah. So do you step to Clif and be like, yo, I got this idea for the tour, or how does this come about then?
Me and Clif are always in touch. So I think we started engaging around the tape a year ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I literally just wrote up songs on a sheet of paper. You know, there's magic in writing shit down. Shot it to him. I'm like, yo, here's the concept. Here's what I want to go with. And this dude is like, I'm not going to call him my muse. He just understands me. He gets it. Right? So you can speak to that, Clif. Like, you know how to sequence, and like, he understands everything, bro.
Yeah. The tour, 100% G's brainchild. We collabed, I think the top of last year, and just been going back and forth with ideas. He had the idea of what he wanted to do. And for me, that's all I need. I can execute it easily. You have some songs written down or whatever you want to do. All I need is just time. And once we locked in and he told me this is what I want it to be, how it should really sound, and just the whole concept of just fitness, health and wealth, and you know what I mean, just giving people something, maybe not what they want, but just what they need. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, it's easy. For me, and also like DJing comes second nature. I literally do it in my sleep, so, you know.
Ain't nicer to me, too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I just come with my style, and, you know, it's easy. Crunk music was current, dance hall, anything. Like, we just, all right, let's do this. and we're gonna just go crazy. Like this,
John's on the tape.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. This and it's so dope. This is my longest upload.
Yeah, it's
on.
close to 2.5 hours.
You know what I mean?
don't get on me about that, but like, you can literally pause it. Whenever you get back to the gym, you just hit play and resume.
It took
Yeah.
me 2 days to get through it.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's worth it, bro. It never drops off.
Yeah.
And we gotta talk about the convergence of music. Like, a lot of the mixes sound the same. It's the same artist, and I get it, right? People got short attention spans, you want to hear what's relevant. But at the same time, there's so many great songs that have come out over the last 20 years that I think play a role in the theme of this tape. That BPM's gotta be upbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta keep you up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep you hyped. Gotta keep you crunk. So you'll get through your routine.
Do you remember the first time you listened to the tour while working out?
I do.
What was that experience? What were you going through that day?
It was crazy because, we had a listening session where Clif actually sent me the tape before the gym. So I listened to it like in the bed, and I was just turned the whole time. But shit, when I got into the gym off of it, I was like, we accomplished our goal.
Absolutely.
We accomplished our goal. Like records like Ali Boomaye by The Game. That record is crazy.
Yep.
It's like stadium music. Carnival. Yay. I know he has his moments now. Cardi went. Cardi flipping Gucci took my shirt off. Stop breathing. Crazy records, bro. Then you go cross genre. He blended Sexy Red with Wu-Tang Clan. Sexy. I'm a big Sexy fan. You see this clip. He blended Sexy with Wu, and it goes off. The first person I ever heard knew something like that.
Yeah.
No, that was one of a kind. Yeah.
As I'm saying, it's really easy. And I think just with his idea is like we understand music. So while those two songs to anyone else may not think they would go together, but they really do. For me, it's all about just the essence of a record. If two songs just feel the same, and that could be subjective, but if two records just feel the same and I can make it work, then I'll at least try it.
Yeah.
If not, cool. You know what I mean? If it sounds crazy, I'll live with that. But if it works, I'll take the risk. You know what I mean? And make it work. So it's dope.
Yeah, I feel like as a DJ, you got to take those risks sometimes.
100%.
Or else you're just going to be spinning the same set as that.
That's the same. The convergence of music. Sound the same.
And it happens too often.
Yeah.
It happens far too often.
Yeah. Waleed, what was your role in this project, man?
Oh, just talking my shit, So basically, I'm gonna get up there, I'm gonna motivate you, I'm gonna get you up out of bed, I'm gonna get you right, So days that you're not feeling like you want to go out and do it, you got to go out and do it. We come from the struggle, bro. We come from nothing. We come from the third world, So to be in America every day is a blessing. It's an opportunity. I work with some of the best artists in the whole world, some of the most undiscovered talent, some discovered talent. And so when I see somebody that I know such a long time and proud of that's going to come and put a project together, just give me the mic, I'm going to go do what I got to do. And then, of course, behind the scenes, we try to make sure that the plan is executed 100% of the best way possible, because music is music, right? So, but how you get the music, it's about marketing. It's about promotion, but giving them something new and fresh. And so it's a lot of times, man, that you don't feel like working out, or you don't feel like just going through your day, right? So you got to just motivate those masses every day. That's where the mindset is, ever forward, never backwards, to just keep pushing. Keep going. And that's why, and I love to see that. I love to see growth. I love to see people doing things that nobody else is doing. And music is my life. That's all I do from sun up, sundown. I don't have no other kind of source of income outside of music. Everything is related to music. Every single thing is about a note for note, everything, so.
Yeah.
And just putting our area on the map, put the O's up, that's what we doing. So when my G came through, said, yo, I'm about to go do this. And so I start thinking to myself, bro, it's dedicated to the actual getting up and working out. So we in the party, we're in the club at like 3 a.m. He's getting up at 7 a.m. I say to myself, okay, you know what? This is going to be bigger than this. It's going to be bigger than this, because then we can take what's going on there and start incorporating certain athletes on their rise up. Oh, it's game over.
Right, shit. He triggered a lot of thoughts.
Oh, I could see.
Yeah, because when I see something, I just go. I just go. That's all I never know how to do.
Yeah. Wally, talk about some of the artists that you worked with, so our audience can be,
okay,
into what you actually do.
What I actually do, I was on the radio again, 102 Jams is where I really started my musical career. Before that, I was at Western Carolina College Radio. And not to get too long-winded, but I worked with Young Dolph, R.I.P. I worked with Big Boogie, my brother DJ Luke Nasty, number one, and that's my bro, love him to death. He's got two big records, 3 big records. He's an unbelievable producer, more records on the way. I've worked with Rico Barrino early on, P. Wonder. The list goes on and on. K. Stylist. Shout out to my bro Ghazi. Ghazi's my brother and really like my cousin in real life. And I left radio in 2015 from Greensboro and took a leap of faith to go to San Fran. And that was one of the best moves I ever made in my life. And so from that on is basically finding new talent now and seeing the street guys. I love the streets. And then all the way to like people like Swave Xavier, you know, Destiny Riders, VVS Diamond, Lil Zach. There's just, you know, the list keeps going, growing. You know, Juice God. What we're doing is we're building the catalogs, right? And so we distribute people from all over the country, you know. So right now we're around 300, 350 artists and labels that we distribute, you know, and that just keeps growing, you know. And so there's so much talent of people like in Fayetteville, North Carolina, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point. You know, seeing Fantasia early on was a blessing. Working with the Barinos. Terrence J was right there at the radio station with us every single day. And it's like, I tell people I feel like I'm the hip hop Forrest Gump, you know, because I've come across so many artists in my life.
Yeah.
You know, right there with Rick Ross early on. Anybody that you can name. I remember that. You know, we're sitting there, next thing you know, next week they just blow up. Shout out to my man Dre Hydro Pops. He's seen it from day one when we come to Atlanta, shoot videos. Atlanta was such a hub. Shout out to Akinelli. That's my brother, King of Diamonds. So we were in tune early on. Shout out to 2 Chainz, East Sud. I mean, I could just here just give you, I could just name drop till tomorrow. You'd be like, man, this guy took up 45 minutes to name drop. And anybody else that I might have forgot, but I'm just telling you, like, music is like the biggest key. Like, give you an example. I had a little legal situation here. True story, I had a little legal situation, and the day that I beat the legal situation, shout outs to Musa, my attorney, you know, one of the dopest attorneys in Atlanta. And I come up to the house, and my brother Free Bundles, is there at the house, and he introduced me to Honcho. And he's like, this is my dude, Honcho. Honcho's chilling. He just got out of jail.
Going crazy now.
And Honcho is at 100,000 with show. Shout outs to YE, the whole, you know, one team. But I remember, first time I meet Honcho, we're in the house, we chopping it up. Next time I see him, he's on stage, killing it, you know? And we did a lot of work with my man Hot Rod, and a lot of people here in Atlanta kind of trying to mimic and not only just mimic it, but also figure out how to get these records out there. Because I come from the most talented states in the world. Carolinas.
So overlooked, too. But so talented.
So just a perfect example. Earlier this year, it's a true story. I'm at the hotel. I see 803 Fresh. Go up to 803 Fresh. We're sitting there chopping it up. Yo, who's distributing your project? King Russell's right there. We're sitting there chopping it up. 3 weeks later, Boots on the Ground, the biggest record in the world. On Good Morning America. I swear to you, like, this just keeps happening. And so for me, I just like to see how the music gets there and how it gets there. And so, and being a foreigner coming from Lebanon, shout out to Palestine, being proud of what I am, who I am, then putting out the records, representing the Middle East, you know, that's big to us too, you know. So it's just bigger than just me. It's G, it's Clif, it's everybody that's watching, and it's also everybody that feels like we feel. You know, not necessarily second-class citizen, but when you come from the third world or you come from the hood and the streets. Another quick little story, my little brother Zeke, right? He's represents the Corleone family. And I had one time we were doing a feature. My boy Killer Chris, one of the dopest rappers in the world, is doing a feature with Nino Brown. Shout out to Nino Brown. We're strong on in Florida. And no lie, 15-year-old kid in there is doing everything that grown-ups was doing. And so my boy pulls me aside and is like, bro, what's going on? Months later, years later, that kid was Kodak Black. Because he was part of the Corleone. So I could tell you story after story of the before and the after. And shout outs to Kodak, shout outs to Coley P, shout outs to Zeke, shout outs to the whole family. But these are real stories that I never shared with anybody before, just with y'all, because it's my bro right here. And he asked me to come out here on a Tuesday. It's Thursday now. That's how we roll. We drove through the night.
No doubt.
We're on tour. That's the tour. And can't spell the tour without the O.
Come on now. Come on.
I can't spell the Porch without the O. Let's go.
G, talk about the feedback from this mix so far, man.
The women love it the most.
Did that surprise you too?
Yes, it did, because it's aggressive music. Like, I'm like, real music is not, you know, emotional music, I love music, but they give me the most feedback. They definitely love the dance hall records, the reggae records. And they just kind of like stay in tune to try to see what's coming next from the project. And that, throws me off because, again, it's aggressive music and then it's a sports theme associated. You got Kobe on the intro. You got professional themes that break the tape into sections. So that surprises me. And then I think the concept, people actually gravitate towards one of the sub-purposes of the tape, which was to leverage the music now as a tool, just like for the gym, and not so much everything else that we got going on in the culture, but we can get to that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure when you had made the project in mind, you weren't thinking women were probably going to listen to it as much.
Not at all.
as
That
they
was
have.
that was not our intent.
You're probably thinking this is what I want to listen to.
But
And I'm sure there's people around that want to hear this.
We
too.
want you to work out to it.
Yeah.
But to actually like love it and, hit me and engage me. And, I love when the Sean Paul record comes on. And I'm like, okay, true.
Yeah.
That's good to know though for the Deluxe. We have Deluxe coming.
Oh, Deluxe.
Talk about that then.
Okay.
1,000%.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front. Ride with him. Very few people I can ride with that I actually don't want to take over. No, for real. Yesterday, I found myself really enjoying the ride because he's playing all the right hits. I feel like I'm in the club. and a lot of times, and Clif will say this, like, even shout out to all my new club DJs, I love y'all to death, but a lot of times club DJs are scared to just play that one record and to sit there and argue with you. Not playing this. And then play it. Oh, this is my joint. They start dancing, right? Because he was playing all the joints yesterday, gave me ideas. I'm sitting there talking to him like, bro, this record right here, we got to remake this.
Outside. Outside.
Like, for real, I'm hearing joints in his joint, and then they got the Big Worm or whoever DJ was going crazy. And we come from, I'm going to tell you, the Carolinas is so real, right, when it comes to music. Because in big cities, and we all been to big cities are used to celebrities being in the party. So it doesn't matter. As long as the celebrities in the party playing this record, no disrespect, crowds grooving, everybody in the VIP, smoking hookah, chilling. Where we come from, they really serious about the music. So if your music is off, Clif will tell you, man, they might beat you up. Like, literally, like, they are serious. So that's why we break all the records.
So 1,000%.
That's why we break all the music in the Carolinas. And to see the reaction is what we base everything on.
Yeah.
Right? And so me, not being African-American, I had to come in and overprove myself at the party, right? Because people wonder, what am I? Or my whole life they'd be like, listen to me on the radio, I thought you was a black dude. Oh, I like that before the social media world, right? But that was something to say, I want to find the best records and put them back to back. G does a great job of that. He does a great job of, he's just riding with the dudes.
So you trigger more thoughts. Or about the culture. You might have to go into that next, Haze.
Okay.
Like, the African-American culture as a whole, we drive a lot of the hip hop. It's no secret. But in this next era of what we're living through now with this current administration, we got to get a lot more serious about our information diets, our financial diets, and of course our physical fitness. And I think getting into the gym with a certain level of focus and dedication is going to help with mental cognition and mental clarity, which will trickle down to these other facets of your life. And that's what I kind of spoke to with that last response I gave you. Like, a lot of times we exist haphazardly. What do I mean by that? It's just like I get in the car, I play music. I'm walking to the store up the street, I play music. It's like music constantly around you. And we all know this music has certain types of tropes and things in it. And if you're not cautious of it, it could play on your subconscious, right? We took that and flipped it with this project and was like, no, we want it to play on everything as it relates to keeping you aggressive there. Because that's the purpose of that. Being in the gym. You're supposed to kind of lose it, go crazy, do your thing. And then after you transition out of that space, you can press pause on that. Like you said, it's 2 hours long. I can't just be sitting around listening to 3-6 and Lil Jon all day. And no, I'll crash out, right? But when you're in the gym, that's what we want, right? So now we got to compartmentalize and be more strategic about how we're out here in society, living and thriving, because the stakes have gotten a lot higher.
Yeah. Do you feel like more people are going to the gym these days?
I do, especially in our culture. We lead statistics of diabetes, I think sickle cell, high blood pressure. You already know our inception and relationship to soul food. We don't need to go into that. But as of late, like the last 7 years, you've kind of seen this health conscious movement brewing beneath the surface. And now I think it's about connecting those dots and putting it all together.
Yeah. If someone's watching this and they want to go to the gym, but they always feel like, man, I don't have enough time, what would you say to that?
I'm fucking crazy. So, you know, you ain't want to talk to me. Like, Waleed said I wake up at 7. I'm really up at 2 every day. In the gym at 3. Then in the office at 6.
Wait, 2 a.m., 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
3 a.m.
They're gonna motivate you, right?
I tell you, you'll get texts.
Early.
You'll get messages. Yeah, like,
Early.
I'll send you a song. But I would say take baby steps, right? Think about what your goal is. Write your goal down, right? Try to pass set a plan. And don't be focused on physical aesthetics. Right now, with everybody being on social media, people just want to look a certain way. When the focus is to be healthy, and that starts internally.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because the next thing you do, you'll be cutting corners. You'll be getting GLP-1s, right? You'll be getting surgery.
You'd be on Ozempic.
And now you're the complete antithesis of being healthy. Now you're, you know what I'm saying? So be honest with yourself about why you want to get into this. Chart your path, write your plan, execute.
Yeah.
Execution.
Easy though.
And Cliff, do you spend at nightclubs? Like, are you a DJ?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Every weekend, I'm at least 3 to 4 times out the week. So just to speak to Waleed's point about just music in Carolina, man, with N3 Fresh, Boots on the Ground, just the whole Southern Soul movement, that's really been taken over. The gangster stuff is still cool, but what I'm seeing right now, just Southern Soul, the line dances, all of that is bringing people together. Because for a long time, folks was turning up, but it wasn't a lot of movement in the club. Everybody just in a section doing what they want to do, which is fine sometimes, but a lot of times it gets too repetitive and too monotonous. So as a DJ, I'm playing these records, but I feel like I'm trying to figure out what's going to work because nobody's like moving per se. Like y'all, they lit, but nobody's like doing anything. So versus the Southern Soul records and the line dance and stuff, is movement throughout. And listen,
Everybody.
they going from when you get there to when it's over and done.
And it's a workout.
Yeah,
No, it's
big
a
time,
workout.
big time. So right now, that's the thing. And I'll be honest with that too. Some places it's a little bit divisive because some folks just don't get it and they want to stick to what they know. Because I ain't gonna lie, I like to get ignorant in the club sometimes. But often, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, I gotta take my own bias out of it and give them what they want. So they want line dances. Who am I to stop that? let them dance, and that's what it is right now.
Yeah, I feel like in the clubs, the dance floor is shrinking and the sections are getting bigger.
But not
Big
now.
time.
But not now.
And that we're starting to see a shift.
No, it's the reverse. And if you just go back to the actual timeline of the kids that were doing TikToks, with TikTok and everybody in the pandemic, if you were doing a TikTok 10 years ago or 15, you're 25 now, you're used to dancing. So the VIP now, and with the lack of street money, right? So that you're not seeing 10, 20 bottles anymore, not in certain places, right? So what happens is now that people are back dancing. And so not only are they back dancing, like Southern Soul is such a dope genre, and the trail rides and all that is so dope because they're coming out there with their coolers and they're chilling, and kids to grown-ups
Yeah.
are all just enjoying themselves. And so and then we distribute a lot of those guys too, Mississippi, Louisiana. And to us, when we're trying to put together records or put out records, I love to see that movement. Atlanta has 2 radio stations here that just play Southern Soul all day long. And then for the older people still running the culture in a way. And I'm to see Drake and Kendrick really also 2 guys that aren't very violent as people kind of start shifting the ways from, like you said, it's cool to turn up, but we know everybody got guns now. Everybody. Every single person. There's no more fighting. Fighting is over with.
And, there's been all these reports that, Gen Z, they're drinking less alcohol these days.
We talked about that yesterday on the way here.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's going to impact the clubs, Cliff?
I think so. I think to a certain degree. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna go to the bar, a dude gonna buy a shorty a drink, or vice versa. So I don't think it's gonna necessarily stop, but it's just some people just care about what they care about, and they're gonna just make it work for themselves, no matter how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, coffee. I don't drink it,
Man,
but I see a lot of clubs serving coffee in the daytime and alcohol at night. Right? I got a cousin of mine, he lives and dies by coffee. That's all they drink. And so, you know, at some point, you know, of course, alcohol is going to always be alcohol. Weed's going to be weed. People are going to need to get high and get drunk no matter what you do. Right? But it's the actual Gen Z mentality of seeing them that maybe they used to go in on a booth and go to see one artist. Now they go to 10 clubs with no cover charge or a little cover charge. More cost effective in their mind.
Yeah.
You know, and I welcome it all because we've been rocking parties forever. Women continue rocking parties. That ain't never going to stop.
Yeah.
I just think it's beautiful watching everybody get in alignment holistically.
Yeah.
Right? Like people that really just shifting towards more healthy living, a more healthy, conscious lifestyle.
Yeah. How long have you been on this fitness journey now, G?
4 years, maybe 5 now. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2025. 5.
Okay.
But I honestly I got out of touch with my essence. Right around the time, you know, Waleed, actually, I was in college drinking. I started playing basketball. Started doing everything everybody else was doing. And when I graduated, I looked up and I was out of shape. And I'm like, well, I guess this is the way it's supposed to be now. You know, I get a job, gotta get used to that sedentary lifestyle. But I looked up and I'm like, nah, this is not it. Once COVID started, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna change my lifestyle and really recommit myself to what I have been my whole life up until and through around 2009.
Okay.
So
Was it an easy transition, get back into the gym, you know, full time regularly like that?
no, the hard part is the kitchen. I had always been active in the gym. It wasn't until I got the kitchen part, the diet piece corrected, I started to really see results and feel better in terms of like that mental cognition and that mental clarity. I'm gonna keep reemphasizing that because that's the most important part. Like, yo, when you're in the gym 3 times a week and you're still drinking, that's counterproductive.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in the gym 3-4 times a week and you still eat a lot of fried foods, greasy foods, it's counterproductive, like kind of wasting your time. So it's not until, like you all referenced with the Gen Z, moving away from something that we've all kind of gravitated towards socially the last 60, 70 years and getting fully in alignment with the lifestyle, you're going to see a true transformation.
Yeah. How much would you say your life has changed these past 5 years since you've been on this journey then?
It's got nothing but better. I've been able to contextualize things and make the changes that I need to make and not just observe and go, oh, I need to make those changes, but never actually get to them. So I'm able to put knowledge to action a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for music, how tough would the gym be?
I can do it.
You could do
There've been times I've left my AirPods and I'll be like,
Oh, for real?
Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm not working today.
Oh, I blame you.
I'm not working on today. Yeah. That's why they play music in the gym.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. And it's a certain type of music I gravitate towards. But I learned through this journey with Clif doing research. I'm a student of the game. Waleed told you I love music. It's people that don't listen to the high BPM and the aggressive music that work out. It's people that listen to classical music and this shit was throwing me off, R&B music, and I'm just like, yo, how? But it shows me what motivates people really depends on the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's no right way or wrong way, you know, to listen to music in the gym. Whatever works for you works.
Yep.
So, yeah. So talk about the sports themes on this. Was this your idea? Was this Clif's? Was this Waleed? BIA?
It was
We
definitely
need to
mine.
target these.
That was definitely me being an athlete and tapping back into my essence. Like the last, like I said, 3.5, 5 years, I just really have been, you know, inspired by a lot of what I've seen. Kobe's on the intro. We lost Kobe right before the pandemic.
Yep.
Man, I read Mamba Mentality after that, and I was just, wow, sort of taken aback by that killer instinct that he really leaned in on, that allowed him to elevate his game and take it to new levels. And a lot of times, like the people that are in my social circle would be like, bro, you're calling me last night. Waleed's like, yo, you're a monster. Like I leave my office in DC, grab him. I've been up since 2. I did take off yesterday from the gym, but I've been up since 2, right? And we're rolling. And he's looking at me. He's like, yo, are you not tired? Like, bro, we got an interview tomorrow. Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, I'm tired, but we ain't stopping. You know, like that Mamba mentality is there. And, you know, I'm from DC. So our sports teams haven't always been the best. So it's been hard being a sports fan, being where I'm from, but being an athlete sort of carried me through.
Looking good for the Commanders, though.
Finally, man. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor. I wish we did Trent Williams better. But finally, we got Jaden Daniels, and things are looking up.
Yeah. Are you a Wizards fan? Is that your team, or?
I was a big Wizards fan in high school, and then Superman put his cape back on and ruined the fucking franchise. Michael Jordan. Only a DC native can sit amongst two Carolinians.
Come on.
Kick that.
23, the greatest of all time, bro.
Until he came and played for the Wizards.
Well, he played with 23 no more. I think he played for the Bullets, right?
Wizards, Bullets.
No, it was the Bullets back
He was
then.
overweight and had bad knees. I think he was the same age as LeBron when he played.
He was in his 30s.
I think that
late
should,
30s. Yeah.
that should really show you who's better between the two, right? LeBron's still out here.
Who's better than
It's got to be LeBron, bro.
Get out of here, bro.
Mike was that age.
Mike, bro. No
Mike,
way.
see, this is why I love the team.
How?
Mike was that age with the Wizards, and he just was a complete shadow of himself. I hope Mike sees this.
No, Michael Jordan is the greatest
Shadow of
basketball.
himself.
No, the greatest basketball player of all time.
I can't. That's
The-
not.
of
I'm
all
not
time.
arguing it.
Of all time.
I'm not arguing
All
it.
time. Rings.
I'm not
and,
arguing.
and no respect to LeBron. Shout out to LeBron, Bronny James. All that. I like what he's doing now, but they also made it a one-man sport. As opposed to back then, you dealt with a team and you had to play with them regardless whether you liked them or not. Now the players run the whole game, which is not bad, which is cool. I'm pro player, I'm pro athlete, all that. But
I hope Mike sees it.
Mike comes from our state, so you already know. 23. That's everybody past those.
100%.
They're killing it.
He wasn't killing it. LeBron is 39 and 40 years old and killing it. And Mike looks like he might win one again this year.
Hey, Mike.
Do you believe in the HGH rumors?
That's
though?
what I'm saying. He might be.
I've never heard those.
Really? There's a lot that
no.
going around that LeBron is on some type of juice. That,
Whether he is or he isn't, right? He's still dope.
Never heard that.
Still amazing.
Yeah, he's superb.
But he's no Mike.
you can't take that away from him, man.
Go.
He's no Mike.
Cliff, you want to weigh in? Who you got?
Man, listen, I'm wearing Jordans now, so
Oh man.
LeBron is the man, though. You know what I mean? I can't take nothing from him.
No,
Either one of them.
I love Mike.
Yeah, they do.
Being from DC and being a fan at the time, right? He's always kind of coached me out of being a fan, being a fanatic, because it'll blind you. But being in high school, being a fan, seeing them put the cape back on, and realizing, like, you know,
He ain't got it anymore.
Mother Nature always wins.
That's a fact.
Unfortunately.
LeBron is just the exception to the rule there. Maybe.
Yeah. We remember Jordan from the Bulls. We don't even think about him going to DC.
That's you.
I was tell you. Carolina and the Bulls, that's all we think about.
100%.
I don't even
6
think-
championships in 8 seasons.
That's
hard to beat. And he sat one of those out and missed the other half of one. So,
Y'all got it.
any predictions for who wins it this year?
Going with the Lakers, man. I've been in LA the last
Okay.
3 years. I'm going with the Lakers.
I'm going with who win me money. Luka never let me down.
Here you go.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron usually don't let me down sometimes. But Luka is my man $100,000, so wherever he at, I'm rolling.
What was Dallas thinking trading Luka?
I have no idea, bro. I have no. That's maybe some business shit behind that.
They had to have been, because this doesn't make any sense.
I have no idea. But they just put the Lakers back in position. So
Yeah,
That real shit.
definitely. And LA needs it. LA needs it.
Any of you baseball fans? Season about to start?
I'll roll with the Nets.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother's the meteorologist up in New York, so he'll convince himself he's a Yankees fan or a Mets fan. But I'm rolling with the Nets.
I think the Yankees is cool. I like the Yankees. Shout out to Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
I met with him a couple times in life. Cool dude.
He's tall as shit, isn't he?
Tall.
I think he's taller than me, probably. I think he's like 6'8" or something.
I didn't even know who he was when we first met him. That's why.
For
I
real?
became, yeah, at all. So we became a Yankees fan after
Yeah.
that.
No, the Nationals would be good. Like, they got the drum players.
Sir,
They're definitely on the rise here, but
things are looking up in Washington. That's fair.
yeah. I mean, I'm a Miami fan, so we've suffered enough too. So it's like you got to
Understand, bro. Hey, no understands.
So it's like there's got to be a cycle somewhere where it actually goes up, right?
Yeah, that's the M on the hat, huh? Okay. I'm trying to figure out what that was. I'm like,
Trust me,
Look at that right there.
They're gonna be horrible this year.
Still repping though. I love that.
Got to, man.
Sir.
you got to rep your team when they
You gotta have the pride.
We still rep the
We
Carolina
came here
Panthers.
during the worst of the days, so you could celebrate the best of the days.
Of course.
Yeah.
Great quote.
At least I saw them win 2 World Series titles.
That's right.
So it was like, God damn.
That's right.
Rap with them, man. Let's do some artist comparisons, man. So you said Sexy Red. So you taking Sexy Red over Glorilla or
In the gym?
in the gym?
Glorilla went so crazy last year. I started off, he knows it, in a diehard Sexy Red fan. I just wish more parents would manage that. Like, Sexy Red is not for the children. But I'm a diehard Sexy Red fan. I'm gonna go with Sexy Energy.
Okay. What about you guys?
Man, I'll speak more so for the club aspect. If we do comparisons of Sexy and Glow, it's tough because they both been on such an insane run. You really, I don't know, because they really neck and neck right now. Honestly, I can't go.
Both got so many hits.
Yeah, I can't go to any club, no matter if it's a 21 and up, 30 and up. They're both getting played no matter what. So for me, just as a DJ, as a club DJ, they're right there with each other. It's really hard to
pick one.
Yeah, it's really tough to pick one. Honestly, I gotta honestly, I'll mix their records together. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, who do you spin most? Or does it just depend on who's got the hottest record at the time?
Man, like I said, man,
Really on the hot seat.
Yeah,
I think
come on.
Hottest Princess is a classic album.
I won't go that far.
Absolutely.
You don't think so? That's not a skippable song on debut, in my opinion.
It's some joints on there. There is some joints I can, you know what I mean, do without. But that project, it's got some joints on there that I've been playing since it dropped. A classic, I wouldn't go that far. Honestly, I probably put Glow's album as a classic. You know what I mean? Is
The last one?
yeah, it's top to bottom.
This is modern classic, by the way.
Yeah.
Has
Modern.
the definition of a classic changed?
I
I feel
think
like
so.
it has.
Yeah, I think so. Modern classic.
I was confused with the question. Because are you talking about who could go harder in the gym personally? Like, is it Sexy Red versus Glorilla? Who works out better? Or what am I listening to if I'm in the gym?
So for you, who do you think is the better artist?
Oh, okay. Because, I'm not listening to either one in the gym. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, G was more for the gym. Clif
I'm
was,
not listening to either one. I can't.
if you drive
I love to rock. I love to be in a party and hyping the women up and let them do all that. But nothing that they talk about will get me ever motivated in life at all. Zero. Just zero. I don't even understand some of the stuff they're saying. Even if I understand what they're saying, I'm just like,
That's fair.
I'm just telling you,
That's fair. That's
I've
fair.
never twerked in my life, bro. I don't know what none of that stuff is. I don't know what. It's like Mandarin. It's like that's what's going on here, But so I was thinking in my head, like, are them two gonna fight each other? Is this gonna be like a battle? Like who's gonna work out better?
Music trivia.
Use it because I was literally just perplexed over here, like confused. Like, what's the question? Am I working out to these girls, or am I watching them work out? Or
Yeah, no, like
fight each other?
if you had to choose.
if I had to pick one,
Yes.
music-wise.
because I think Sexy Red might give her the business in real life. I think she might knock her out a little bit. But music-wise, I don't know. I think I agree with what they're saying. Both of them is like neck and neck. Because one day Sexy got the club going crazy. The next day Glorilla is going nuts. But I will say Glorilla's workout and her whole transformation is incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
As a person, as an artist, is like wow. Like homegirl really.
She glowed up.
Literally.
And Sexy works and outworks everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Day Ones, shout out to their whole staff is like, wow.
Yeah. Now,
She's been touring like 2 years straight.
Yeah.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, like if I'm speaking objectively, like just as who's a better rapper, I think Glow has the advantage over Sexy. Just her delivery, what she says, lyricism wise, and all of that. I think Glow has the advantage. Sexy makes great club songs, but I think you get more like of a substance out of Glow when she really puts pen to pad. It's like, so in that aspect, Glow has more of a just a maybe the better artist per se over Sexy, but they both fire either way. Yeah.
Drake versus Kendrick. What was you guys' thoughts on the list?
In the gym or the beef?
Just the beef. Let's go stick with the beef.
I listen. Listen, for me, I was surprised to see Kendrick do that. I think for a long time people underestimated him because he's always been fire. Drake always been fire, and we talk about the big three. Cole is in that. Is in it. He's in that as well. But just between Kendrick and Drake, I just like seeing Kendrick I like to see what he did just on the rap aspect. Taking out the top guy and doing it where like, all right, I did it and I'm out. I put this record out, you don't see me as much. I'll do the video, I'll perform in the Super Bowl. After that, I'm ghost. It hasn't been a lot of hoopla around him. Even him being a victor in that, there's still so much around Drake. Does he still have it? Did he fall off? Like, it's just so much. Like, will he still be able to sell out? And people count Drake out. Well, I don't know why, because he can never fall off. But just in that battle, Kendrick was the victor, like the clear victor. So in my opinion,
We'll go with that. I'll go with that take.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people feel differently. In the clubs, I'm still playing Drake more, obviously. You know what I mean? But Kendrick on the West, I know they feel completely different.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? I know they feel completely different about him. Like, he can't go anywhere. I'm sure he can't go anywhere without hearing GNX or other previous Kendrick projects. So it just depends on where you are. And even down in the South. Not Like Us record, it worked, but then it kind of fills it out. Other records work, they kind of fills it out. So it just depends on where you are and what you prefer. But overall, like I said, I'll give it to Kendrick. Long story short, in that, Kendrick got it.
Yeah. G, being a hip hop historian that you are, man, where do you rank Not Like Us as far as diss songs?
Man, I'm gonna go with 100 Shots being my greatest diss record ever. Like, Not Like Us is cool. It's cool, but I'm older, right? Like, Ether, probably my inception, but then being a historian, going back, listening to No Vaseline, listening to Tupac's aggression, hit 'em up. Even listening to the way Biggie was really killing it with the subliminals on Who Shot You. And you're nobody till somebody kills you. It's like, yo, these dudes is really rapping. And then, like I said, I'm a big Dolph fan, bro.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. to the king of Memphis, man. Like,
Man.
the way Dolph did his swag and his aura on 100 Shots, to me, it's out of this world. Like, and that's something that I'm definitely playing in the gym too.
Oh, yeah. Because when that bass finally hits.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got a Dolph story.
Okay.
Waleed brought him to KOD in the fall of 2021, right after we closed on the house. And Waleed always hit me up, yo, go to the club. Every time Waleed hit me, I go to the club. Club right down the road from the house. October, Waleed hit me, Dolph is coming. He knows how much I love Dolph. I'm like, oh shit, but I'm so tired. After you close and you move all your shit, you're exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, man, fuck, Waleed, I'll next time, I'll catch you, Dolph. Guaranteed. This is October 2021. Man, Dolph was gone in 3 weeks.
Last time I seen him.
Dolph was gone in 3 weeks. I aged out of hip hop at Dolph. And Thug. When they hit through the Rico with Thug, I was like, you know what? I've outgrown this shit. To haphazardly consume it, like I spoke to in that answer, just constantly consuming it, listening to it. And I'm like, you know what? This shit is getting beyond me now. This man has lost his life, killed a family man. They're listening to your lyrics and your entertainment and your creativity now, and they're using it against you. I'm like, yeah, it's too much. That's why Southern Soul made the comeback again.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Big time.
Yeah, it was wild watching the YSL trial and them playing his lyrics like.
The whole thing fell apart. It was stupid after a while. This is stupid. He wasted taxpayers' money, Vanny Willis, on that. And really, like, and he stuck through it. He would have beat the Rico.
He would have beat it, but he
would've
beat the Rico that day, which I don't blame him.
He's a father.
Word. It's
Don't
been
blame
too crazy.
Yeah.
But look at how that shit destroyed his record label.
Not real shit, man. So the Deluxe? Well, what should we expect on the Deluxe here, guys?
Man, more fire, more energy, just a lot more creativity, and really digging into the nostalgia part of it as well. There's so many songs making a resurgence, like thanks to TikTok, honestly. Songs that I grew up in high school, because I'm 33 now.
Young LA.
So, you know what I mean? Exactly.
Young LA is back.
Exactly. I played that song in the club. I played Ain't I at the club last week or so during prime time out, because usually I'll drop that record, but it felt like 11:30, 11 o'clock, whatever. I played during prime time, and when it dropped, you would have thought like it just came out. Mind you, it's like 21-year-olds, 25-year-olds. Like I said, when that song came out, I was in high school. I was like maybe 16, 17. These kids now, they learning through that song through TikTok. So a lot of those records are making a resurgence, and I love that. So with the Deluxe album, there's gonna be a lot of that as well. Just bringing records back, and putting people on to where they came from. There's so much Gucci being sampled, Juice Man being sampled, 3-6, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So just putting that into the project, and just like I said, man, more energy, more creativity, and man, just giving people what they need. Forget what they want. Y'all need this.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Yeah, so many people are sampling old Cash Money songs right now too. It's crazy. I love to see it though.
We got a record out now. Shout out to Richie Rich, 200 Degrees. It's going to be under the Deluxe edition.
Okay.
200 Degrees is big. Orlando out 4 records, and it's a lit record. And we sampled at 400 Degrees.
Okay.
And shout outs to Slim. I seen him last week in Miami. So we like, and G, what this, in my vision of the Deluxe version, is that we're going to bring records, completed records, for sale records on the Deluxe version with athletes on some of those records.
Okay.
So I changed the game, man.
Okay.
Like EA Sports, man. It's in the game.
All right.
Let's go. But this is something way bigger. Sports and music.
Oh, yeah.
Like marijuana and music. Go hand in hand.
We got a release date of mine, G? What are you thinking?
It's coming soon.
Okay. Summertime?
Probably sooner than that.
Okay.
And then, like, I guess we close. I want to speak to everything going on in the world, especially as it relates to our generation. One thing we've struggled with is that knowledge to action piece. We got a generation that has had access to the most information one human mind can consume. And it's just kind of riddled us handicap a lot, you know? But again, at a time like this, where things are getting realer again in the material world, we can't afford to sit back sedentary like this with our mind somewhere else, twiddling our thumbs, scrolling down a mini feed, or looking at our device and complaining about things, because complaining about things digitally doesn't change anything in the material world. It doesn't change your circumstances. It doesn't get you healthy. It doesn't get you more financially fit. It doesn't get you better. Like, it just leads to more data aggregation, and we sit around and wonder why the AI is so smart. All right. And it's like, no, you're feeding the AIs. So yeah, get up, go out, get active, start there, right? Make it constructive. You can still have fun. Southern Soul, they sliding out there, brothers. Folks that got out the section, they mingling again, they engaging again. You know what I'm saying? So I think in order for us to come together and to make it through this next era of what we're kind of enduring, it's going to take some actual engagement in the material world, not just engagement online.
And the link for the tour will be in the description of this YouTube video for people that.
Bro, we had like 10,000 streams right now.
There you go.
And counting.
Yeah, still.
Run that bit up.
Miss Cloud, CTSP, yeah.
Sure.
It's late.
But we'll hit the real DSPs too.
Okay.
Trust me. You know, we distribute a lot of artists, and G gonna be an artist. Clif gonna be an artist. Trust me, we're gonna get there, man, because that's what we're gonna do. We need more plaques on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Fill up the walls with nothing but plaques.
Can't imagine myself rapping.
You ain't gotta rap. Just work out. You feel me? If they watch streamers, they're gonna watch you work out, brother. You feel me? They watch people play video games, they might as well watch you do a bench press and whatever else you do.
That's all.
You know, I don't want to call you out, but I'm like, yo, do a push-up right here. You got me all hyped up right now. I'm like, do a push-up while Clif DJ coming back.
That would be crazy.
Push-up music.
What else you got, Haze? You get it off.
Man, you guys want to shout out whoever you want to shout out, man? Plug your social media for those of you that have it.
I guess I go first. I'm gonna be quick. I don't have no social media. There's a TikTok that exists associated with my identity.
With 0 posts.
0 posts at no highlight error. I might post a clip from off the porch on
There you
there.
go.
Let's go.
But yeah, again, I want to encourage you to get out there and get active. And because of my professional career, I can't really disclose a lot of what I do. So yeah, I'm gonna pivot to y'all. Oh, and shout out to my family. You know what I'm saying? The ones that supported me, all the listeners, my mother, my brothers, their wives. And yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. First and foremost, shout out everybody back home, Hawkins, South Carolina. All the clubs, I appreciate y'all, everybody. DGB, I appreciate you. Like it's been a real dope experience. Rest in peace, my mom and dad. I love y'all. I miss y'all all the time. Man, and just like I said, man, Hopkins, South Carolina, we here. Look where we at. We here, you know what I'm saying? So, mixcloud.com, CCSP, everything's there. Instagram, Clif, the super producer. Just, you know what I mean? Type that in. We everywhere. So, again, all love. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Waleed Coyote, Waleed, Coyote, represent for the Middle East, Carolina, Greensboro. That's where I'm from, but, I'm all over the world with it, so I just want to shout you out. G, Clif, DGB, Dre, Hydro Pops and C coming, Des for riding up here, and, of course, new Loop Master on the way, new projects on the way, VVS. I'm talking about we're just going to flood the streets. Shout outs to every label, every artist that we work with, every artist that we distribute, my Way Too Real fam, everybody, man. Everybody that's been tuned in, man. Southside Greensboro. And congrats to my old high school. They won the state championship. So shout outs to them as well. And literally, man, just every single person that's watching this, that's living their dream, I want to shout you out. And of course, my family in Jersey, my family in the zoo in Jersey, my brother's a doctor, Mr. Bootyman, but Nick Cannon, shout outs to Nick and Chuck, incredible. So we got some stuff coming with them. And we're definitely going to provide the world with all types of hit records. Got a country record dropping, Southern Soul record dropping.
Southern Soul.
All that's going to be on the next project, And I can't wait to come back and get off the porch.
Yeah.
Jump off the porch. Free Gaza, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, what's up?
Others Records, Empire.
If it ain't one thing, it's a motherfucking nutter. We trapped together, then that's my motherfucking brother.